Welcome everyone to a very short Necromunda unboxing, which you can guarantee this is only the very tip of the iceberg. If you've seen my 15-second short for the channel, you will know I've accidentally picked up a load of terrain for Necromunda, and I'm proceeding to build that as we speak. Thanks to Ben from the 2Ps podcast, I'm pretty much addicted to Necromunda now. I've had like one of the boxes for a long time. I've had a gang painted up for a long time. Had the old corridor, the Redemptionist, painted up ages and ages and ages ago. Never really played Necromunda. Yeah, it always looks nice, but I've never played a game. But it's like crack. Once you start, that's it. So I played a very, very good Necromunda weekend session at Ben from the 2Ps podcast's own house, which we had Dan down to complete the podcast. The 2Ps were there. We had Dan from 9 Inch Charge as well. Loads of different guys in the hobby. Some great mates, some great laughs, some great times. So yeah, that has now inspired me to go nuts with my Goliath. I've also picked up some Delac as well. Delac were the very first models I've ever had, way back when. There were metal models. I didn't understand really what they were for. I knew it was 40k, but I didn't know what Necromunda was to 40k. And they just looked like furniture movers. Now, Delac are very, very scary. Nearly spider looking, I would say. But definitely creepy. So we'll be painting them up as well. Obviously I have Escher as well, because in the first core box, Escher came with Goliath, so I have a buck ton of Goliath. So what am I going to do with that? I'm going to convert them. Can't have them all looking the same now, can we? So obviously, the game generally is WYSIWYG. So what they're armed with is what the actual rules reflect. So these boxes are well worth it. So they're about 15 quid, I would say. Obviously you can get it a little bit more expensive or a little bit cheaper in different places. Goes without saying. This is the artwork on the front, but on the back, this is what they give you. So I'll zoom in slightly, making the noise. So Goliath weapons and upgrades. So you have ×2 of each component. So you have the different mohawks, the different faces, just like so. You have melter gun, flamer, maul, which looks like some kind of half shaft of a gearbox or something with a load of cogs and gears on it. You have the brute cleaver. You have the two-handed axe, shotgun, two-handed hammer, bolt gun, bolt pistol, the pointing hand, and the arm holding the cigar, which looks cool as. So I think I'm going to do an Apone character from Aliens. Smoking a cigar would look cool. Now my Forge Tyrant, my leader, currently is smoking a cigar, which is the world's smallest part. It's like the tiniest part on the sprue. If you cut it, be very, very careful it doesn't fly across the room. Definitely use tweezers for it. We have furnace plates, hand flamer, and a bolt pistol. So let's have a little looky. I mean, it looks pretty good on the back. It's a pretty good price. I'm hoping to definitely use the flamer because the ballistic skill on the Goliaths have never been fantastic. So anything with a template that auto hits would be pretty nice. So they tell you how to use the mohawks. That I know that looks weird as those little bits, but they slot into the back of the heads. There's the bolt gun weapon, which I definitely will be equipping, because I've got a few models for shotguns, but not on that particular pose. They do have single-handed hammer and axes, but these just look a little bit cooler. But I definitely am tempted with the melter and the flamer. The pointing thing looks pretty cool. I do like models that point. I have quite a few Space Marines that do the same. And once again, being Games Workshop, Can't really appreciate the detail in the box until you look at the sprue. So the cigar is pretty damn small, so you can imagine it on the regular Goliath sprue, how small that is. Clipping it off of the sprue, where's it going to land? I generally clip my stuff over a table or somewhere white. If you've got a grey carpet in your house, yeah, good luck, because that will go flying, never to be seen again. So hand flame is not bad. I mean, it's not exactly strong, but auto hitting is always nice with the old teardrop template. Like I said, 2 of everything, so 2 flamers, 2 mauls, 2 furnace plates. I even like the fact that you've got like the threaded bar there, so I might even keep one like that, so it looks like it's about to duff somebody over with a bit of pipe. But the detail looks great, as to be expected, Games Workshop and all that. So me personally, I'm definitely going to be equipping some bolt guns, because they're not too cheap, they're not too expensive, they're somewhere in the middle ground. They get +1 to hit at short range, and the Goliaths need all the help they can get. The only real downside, I think, the bolt gun is, if they run out of ammo, you can only get it back on a 6. That's the only downside. So yeah, very short video this time round. But if you're interested in me doing videos on the Necromunda terrain, I can definitely start that. And for those who haven't seen the 15-second video, I've bought pretty much 3 of everything terrain-wise. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of Necromunda on the channel. Painting guides, possibly, converting guides, and definitely guides on modular terrain, because I want to keep it fairly modular, because the storage is a bit of an issue for Necromunda if you glue everything onto the tile. So watch this space. Hopefully you'll see some battle reports soon as well. And even if you don't, I'm just going to really enjoy painting the terrain up, getting some chip and medium on it, getting them really, really, really dirty. But I have painted some Goliath before in the past. So check out our back catalogue of stuff. And on an Instagram account, there's definitely pictures on there of my Goliath. So yeah, stay tuned and catch you in the next video, guys.